Well, here we are. What's happening, you guys? How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, part 2. This is Frostpunk 2, the beta access. If you guys want to, you're really interested in this game, you can go, I left something up. It's not available until late July, but this is like the beta access. And to get access to this, it's good for the entire week, but it's I think it's like $67 or something like that. It's pretty pricey. But I mean, for those of you that actually enjoyed Frostpunk 1, it might be worth it. And plus, it comes with like 2 DLCs. You can start this story mode a little bit earlier than you would normally do it. And I'm gonna have to turn this music down, but we'll get with that here. Let's go ahead and accept this. Let's see. Welcome to Utopia. We're thrilled you're here. Blah 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 blah. Go to the settings here and drop this audio down. See if that might work. You know what? Let's keep that up. We'll bring this down. So loud. Is that much better, y'all? We should go down to... Yeah, we'll go to 40%, I guess. Take a look at the graphics here. Oh, we could actually go to ultra high for probably all of these, but we're not going to. We're just going to keep it the way it is. Gremlin, Honey Banani, Vaco. KBK, does this have snipers? Man, I'm still mad about that. I'm gonna be salty as hell about that stuff. I've just had some really bad luck. So let's go ahead and go to Utopia build. Communities are let's see, shelter between mountain ranges. That's the windswept peaks. We can do broken shore. Initial plans aim to use the nearby body of water for fishing, but it froze solid during the Great Storm. However, there's still access to vast frozen forest in the area. Choose the fractured gorge. The frost disfigured this area, but it was chosen for easy access. These are medium. Oh, no, they're all medium. Okay. Windswept peaks, sheltered between mountain ranges in a small valley. This place was judged well protected from the elements with relatively easy access to. Yeah, we'll do that right there. Our ambition is to establish a food colony, establish a materials colony, and explore most Frostland territories. Utopia would be the increase. Okay, so it starts with colonization, then it just kind of moves on up. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get there. I think that this is going to be, it's going to stop at colonization. This preview has been limited in scope, no story mode available. The game is a work in progress. Bugs, crashes, and placeholders may appear. Playthrough is capped at 300 weeks. Okay. Let's see how fast we can get through this. If we can, should we go with low, easy? Make it easy peasy, you know? No, we'll go medium. See what happens. I never played the first game. It's actually pretty fun if you like city builders. You know, the whole premise is that you're basically fighting like the elements. That's basically what you're doing. It's just, it gets too cold. It gets too cold, people get sick. People can't work. You have to amputate arms. You have to make all sorts of decisions. All that stuff. Certain features of terrain might yield benefits or trade-offs. For example, a sheltered gully might provide a heat bonus, but will accumulate additional squalor. Squalor. Is that like what a pigeon does? Building districts close to each other may yield benefits, but it also has drawbacks. After a breakdown of weather patterns, successful meteorologists grew to mythical esteem. It sounds like today. Seems like, you know, like my our local TV channel. I swear to God, it's like 20 minutes of weather and 10 minutes of news. Actually, 5 minutes of news and 5 minutes from like NerdWallet or something. It's really weird. Every city has some guard squads keeping crime at bay. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Enough of this. Yeah, Ian, I decided to push it a little bit earlier. I told you that. Were you not listening? I said I was going to go in a little bit earlier because I wanted to, we ended Zomboid a little bit early. A new beginning. The end of the world changes people, changes us. Us, the foragers, natural survivalists, adapted to the harsh Frostland conditions. Then the machinists, descendants of groups that built the initial cities and maintained their machinery. We chose you as our steward to lead the city as overpopulation looms and resources dwindle. We all dream of a better future. What it should look like, this we can't agree on. The tension stirs and radical rear Radicals rear their heads. Navigating this will be your ultimate challenge. 300 weeks. Okay, city must not fall. All right. We've grown numerous over the years and waited too long to strike out. Our coal stockpiles are nearly depleted. We have to colonize the Frostland. But first, we located some coal deposits in rough terrain around the city. We must send breaking crews to access them. Okay, we'll do that. Let's pause this and take a look. A coal extract. Okay, access a coal deposit using frost breakers. There's some forest right there. Forest right there. Moves pretty well. I think this is it right here. Let's see. We'll construct buildings. Frost break new area. All right, I guess that did something. You have to become a dictator without anyone noticing. That's basically what it has. What are heat stamps? Heat stamps are stockable resource, a stockpileable resource that can be spent on frost breaking, constructing districts or buildings or when using specific actions. The city collects heat stamps weekly. Every community provides its share depending on its size. The bigger the community, the more you can contribute. Heat stamps income may be increased by satisfying goods demands. It can be modified by laws and buildings. Blah, 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 blah. Got it. If they'll frost break this, and then we'll, I guess we need to access a coal deposit. I thought there was some over here. That might have been it right there. What if I chose the wrong area? What if I was like, yeah, let's frost break this shit. All right, districts are the base of your city's economy. Build them to produce or process resources, provide shelter, or recruit Frostland teams. Districts have fixed number of tiles needed to begin construction. When building a district, keep a lookout on the indicator cycle, which will show you how many tiles. Okay. I don't know what that means, but that's all right. I wonder if I should have gotten that if that was the coal, if I've already messed it up. Right, so where are we? Not letting us do anything. Let's go ahead and frost break this, I guess. Then we should be able to do it, I'm assuming. Right here? Ah, here we go. So we have 800 plus 11 per week, 854. Cores are 25 a week, and a workforce of 4,800. A lot of people. But I need materials. I'm wondering if I have to build roads. It said circle, not cycle. Oh, here we go. We need an extraction district. Look, 6 areas can... Okay, so we can go... Ah, here we go. The generator is primary source of heat in a city. It requires fuel to function. Initially, your main source of fuel is coal, but later in the game, you can research different types of fuel. Okay? I'm assuming now that I started doing that, I should be able to... I need a coal. The hexagon now. Yeah, I think so. I'm not really exactly sure. It doesn't look like I can put anything here yet. Maybe I need a frost break all the way over here. The original housing system was pretty simple. You'd basically build roads. You know, you'd have your main heat right here, and you'd build roads, right? And these roads would you would add stuff, and you just slowly but surely grow. Now they've changed this a little bit. They've made it to where it's like districts or whatever. And I'm not exactly sure. Like we're already getting like a kind of a preview of like what I mean. We already have like what we need, but apparently we're trying to build a district, and it doesn't really give you a lot of insight into how to do that. As the coal problem in our city continues to worsen, we must take action to protect our citizens in these harsh conditions. People need a roof over their heads and enough heat to warm their homes. Is the generator powerful enough to heat the city, or do we need to extract more fuel? Well, we just need to figure it out. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and frost break this, and then we'll see if maybe we can do something with it. You would think that we would want to, like, maybe, see if I press this. Okay, so we just gave, like, some heat stamps. Go back here. Okay, initially you can only build districts in a limited area. The wilder terrain is covered in a frozen stiff ground. So it's showing that we're doing this. And it'll break the frost. And then what? There's an empty building slot inside them. Drunk will be taking a long walk soon. It's something like the eighth of the circle shape. Yeah, I'm not sure how the original system housing. Yeah, it used to be like you would just you'd build stuff and it would kind of go from there, but it doesn't look like it's going to work like that. There's food depot. What is this? Requires a food extraction industry, logistics, and expand. So we need. Oh, we already accessed this though. Oh, maybe this right here will be coal for it? Looks like a lot of areas. Here's our coal. Give me a second, y'all. I got a package at the door. That looks like coal right there. Is there a way to speed up time? Yeah, there is. There we go. Construction extraction district on a coal deposit. Okay, so now we can do this. It's gonna be right here. There we go. All right, cool. Now we're cooking with gas. Just took me a second, you guys. Just took me a second. Because this is a lot different than the first one. Because it makes like all sorts of assumptions that like I mean, I guess you would assume that it would work the same way. What is going on with my dogs? "20 more people work and unable to work in the city." Whatever. Absent workforce. Let's see what it says. Sick and injured. Yeah, well, that's not my problem right now. My problem is building, getting this all set up so we can actually get more coal into the city and then kind of start to go from there. You're not a big fan of this game. You don't like city builders, do you? Like traditional city builders. Like it's too slow for you, I guess. There we go. Good. We secured a new source of fuel, a coal for the generator, but now we need shelter. Without people, we'll still freeze to death. The closer to the generator or the other shelter, the better. We can't afford to lose more heat than we do. Okay, so let's provide shelter. We could probably come over here. What does it say with shelter? Shelter is mainly provided by the housing districts, but remember this type of district demands heat. If the heat demand in the city is not fulfilled, cold will rise. Okay. I need a housing district. +5 in heat. What if we come right here? Like right there. There's one. Two. Not exactly sure what this means, but yeah, it looks like it's +5 on heat. I love city builders. It's just the ones that seem too restrictive. Like I like the old Skyline's old sim types. Yeah, I love that too. Caesar 3, maybe. I'm not a big fan. Let's build 2, but see, like when I press this, if I want to go right here, it won't let me do it. Let's come over on this side and see if this will do it. I can do it right here. I see what it is. Okay, so that would work right here. Warm. What I don't understand is I'm left clicking. This is what I get. When I right click, it goes away. I mean, I'm guessing that this is one housing district, or is this 2? Whatever I just did, whatever. Steward, we're extracting more coal than we currently need to provide adequate heat to the city. As such, we have begun to stockpile the surplus. At the moment, we have ample storage space left. However, the space will eventually be filled with any additional coal will be left out in the elements, rendering it worthless. We do not wish to lose the surplus. We should build more depots. Okay, so we need to. We're going ahead and we're constructing our houses. Look at the area effects. Pay attention to where you construct districts, as area effects may give them positive or negative effects. Area effects are caused by environmental circumstances, the natural layout of the land. Okay. I don't know what I did, how I was able to make it. But whatever. So we got one housing district done. We probably need to do another one as well. Coal being exposed to the elements renders it useless. Tell that to all the coal cars that are open topped. I know, right? I guess they're just trying to make it easier. I'm not exactly sure how to make this happen. 1, 2, 3. One. That's 1, 2, 3. Just keep clicking till it builds. That's what I've been trying to do, but I just don't. I'm not exactly sure what how it works. If I do this right here, it expands it out like this, right? If I press this, okay, there it is. It's telling me nearby warmth. I'm not in planning mode. I am paused. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, let's do this right here. Let's unpause it. Maybe. You want to go? Okay, I got it. I see how it works now. You basically have to like hold the button and move it. As weird as that sounds. It's really, really kind of a weird like thing. Like it makes you feel like you need to be clicking stuff, but you're not supposed to click stuff. You're supposed to just kind of like hold it out and allow it to kind of like build out. It's not. It wasn't real like. It makes no sense. Yeah. It doesn't unpause. Like when you make a district, it won't unpause. There we go. With heat from the generator and shelters for everyone, we're safer in the cold from now, but as the city grows, it will not be enough. The machinists and forgers have different opinions on how to improve the future. Expand a housing district to provide more space for advanced buildings and build research. See what the districts are. Expand districts to increase their scale both in terms of size and capabilities. Expanded districts are more efficient. Provide additional building blocks. Let's make sure that we can see what they're doing here. Okay. So we need to select an existing house and expand it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let's see. Our housing district's right here. So we can expand it. Just like that. It's so weird.
An automaton is broken down and is blocking traffic. Technicians are on their way.
Such a weird way to do things. Okay, we also need to construct a building. We need to build a research institute, which I'm gonna guess is maybe research institute. Research coal mines. So this is our research, right? Residence housing. Small crowd gathers outside the new research institute arguing how to exploit the last coal mines. The machinists want us to lean on machine-powered mining. But forgers would have us pursue a more frugal solution. They'll never display such discord in the captain's heyday. You have to choose who to entrust it. Let's decide later. I'd like to just figure out what we've built a research institute, which I think is coming up over here. Yeah, there it is right there. Is that it? Yeah. Let's just figure out how to make this work first. Yeah. People dying, I get it. Everybody's sick. Everyone's dying. It's cold. Can we build this up? Fuel overdrive. We can push it up to overdrive if we want. Food is having an extreme food loss, but I mean they haven't really showed us how to do anything with that either. Maybe I should slow it down. Okay, here's the idea tree. So we want to go with the coal mines. Requires an extraction district with a coal. Yes, we've got that. We'll go ahead and develop that idea. Research coal mines. Are we researching it? Thought we were. We are. He's going to be out on his ass in no time. Yeah, I'm going to be dead here in a second. But I mean, a lot of it's just like me trying to figure out like how to, I mean, because it's not operating the same way as most games, right? Most games you want to build stuff. It has, you know, you have like a, it's more complicated because it's districts. It's not like you're not like building like single homes or whatever. You're actually building like big districts. And it wasn't real clear about like, you know, one of them's right. You're so used to like right clicking or left clicking to turn things on and off. But with this, it's like a left click and a drag, which is really, really weird to me. And maybe I'm just not doing it right. I don't know. Maybe there's, you know, somebody else that's playing this game is thinking, my God, this guy is so dense, you know, and it's possible. I mean, I play these kind of games all the time. Tension is located at the very middle. We also need food. I mean, we have no food. Are we missing like a severe cold and severe hunger? I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, usually plot's not. That's right. 60 more people aren't able to work. We've just been part of this. Let's go back to the main menu. Yeah. I want to lose all my progress because I've made no progress. And let's try this again. So disappointing. I was really having like a. I just figured it would be a lot like the first Frostpunk. Yeah, you're right. Let's try this again. Coal is running out. We need more coal. Got it. So the coal is probably over in this. No, that's wood. Shallow coal deposit right there. Yeah, see, you gotta. They want you to hold it. You have to hold it. That's the. I've been clicking, thinking I'm gonna click in a grid, but that's not the way it's working. You actually have to hold it and move it. And I'm not gonna fast forward it this time. We'll construct this real quick and then kind of go from there. Well, I mean, I don't mind medium. I just, you know, until I like learn like the actual like controls, which are just like kind of off. Now that I understand that you actually have to hold to move things, I kind of get it now. All right, constructed an extraction zone. So this right here, we can come right over here. Extraction. There we go. Kind of a weird system. All right. What just happened? Game crashed. Round 5. Yeah, it is a beta. All right, so we need to find the coal. Do this again. That's an old way station there. Shallow coal deposits right here. Oh, I need a frost break first, don't I? I'll go ahead and do it right there. Beautiful. There we go. And then the next step will be constructing extraction. Just like that. All right, shelter's next. So weird. Such a weird system to do this. They're like basically taking everything that we've known about like city builder games and like just throwing it on its head. I've got to admit, so far liking the Papa District on a node and making paths passably more than Frostpunk 1. Out the shelters around the center for heat. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure like what the it's the only area we can do. There you go, Jay. Kind of a weird node. Sort of a weird bluish color. We're further away from the thing, but I mean, it just makes sense for us to. They basically have gotten rid of all the roads. You know what I mean? You create a district and you create the nodes, and they and that's that. All right, there's one. And 2. From the heat, with heat from the generator and shelter for everyone, we're safe from the cold for now, but the city grows will not be enough. Blah, 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 blah. Got it. Let's go ahead. Security for the future. Steward, we are extracting more coal than we currently need. It took me 30 minutes to get here because I didn't understand that before. As such, we have begun to stockpile the surplus. At the moment, we have ample storage space left. However, the space will eventually be filled. Blah, blah, blah. The coal will be worthless. Got it. Heat stamps are the currency used in the city. Originally, literal stamps were deemed for fixed quantity of heat. They now function as universal means of exchange. What is this right here? Cores are specialized mechanical components required to construct. We have 25 cores, and this is our workforce. I have 145 surplus heat. And it looks like we're a little bit, well, we got 21 surplus on housing. We got plenty of food right now. Materials, we have 50 materials left. And we have goods and limited goods, whatever that is. That's the objects, what is that? The objects necessary for everyday life. Failure to meet the demand for them causes crime. Reduces heat stamps, okay? And then coal right here, of course. Of 145, and it's going down. We're spending. And finally, what's this? Guard squads. Units of law enforcement from officers whom the city employs to maintain order. They help reduce crime and can stifle unrest. All right. Need to do a research center, and I think I can just stick it in here, right? Did I do it? Maybe I need to expand it first. It's expanding out. And then I need to build a research center from that. Make a new district for it. Yeah, I think it goes in housing. I think that's the reason. You don't actually have like a district. It's part of housing. See, housing. This is a housing district, so we can do a food depot and a research institute here, just like that. And it's almost ready. And I should be able to do my research center in here. There we go. I think, yeah. See, the research center is going. And I should be able to expand out again and do food. Add like a food thing. It's real wonky, man. I'm just don't know if I'm liking it. The whole teach a dog a new trick kind of a thing. There we go. Perfect. And now my research is down here. It's at idle. We have new ideas to move forward. We're going to go with coal mines. And we'll stick with the foragers because the machinists want us to do a grinding coal mine. It requires an extraction district with a coal deposit. What does this require? We could actually do both. Disease is slightly increased with this. Squalor is increased with this. The same price? Maybe we should stick with the machinist then. "13 weeks for this idea to go through." I'm gonna assume that's what it's working. Yeah, and now it's working. Very nice. We're researching coal mines. I thought we were. Are we not? A small group gathers outside the new research institute, arguing how to exploit the last coal vents. Let's show us our options. I thought we already decided this. We back here? Oh, we want that right there. All right, next problem. You would think that I would be able to just press a button and kind of go, okay, I want to research this, right? This is survival. Ah, there we go. Develop the idea. There we go. Build a research center now. People of your city form communities, groups of people united by the common outlook and background. You can view any communities by clicking on their image in the bottom center of the screen. Under the community tab, you can find information regarding your relationships with a specific community. Your relations with each community will impact your overall trust. Okay. So it's right here. So we can request funds or we can fund projects. But right now we're just going to wait for our research to be done with. People aren't rioting yet, but they should be. Should be able to expand this too. Maybe I'll come over here. That looks pretty No, that's the sound of a crowd just like saying, "Drunk, you're the best. You're the best, even though you don't understand this fucked up game, but you're the best. It's great. It's awesome. Gee, you are the pros pro. How did this ever happen? How did we get so lucky to have you as our steward of our city?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. That's right. These buildings over here that are kind of like not so in such great shape with all the snow and stuff. Maybe that's a bad thing, huh? We got 9 more weeks. We'll just sit here and wait. Maybe people will get sick and die. There'll be less food that we have to worry about." Drunks being arrogant and tempting the gaming gods. I'm call it arrogance. And sometimes some of these games, sometimes I play like, you know, it's really crazy. Like when you stream a game you've never streamed before, right? It's like when I first started doing this, I would, I mean, like a lot of these games, you kind of have an idea of like how things are going to go or whatever. But when you occasionally you'll get into a game that does something. I'm a left-hander, so I think backwards from what everybody else thinks, and you'll have like there'll be one thing. What the hell is that? Like some sort of automaton or something. But you get to a point where you're like you're starting to struggle, right? And you're live, and there are people watching. I mean, you just don't even understand the pressure. Like you stop thinking about I don't anymore. because I've been doing this for so long. But before, you know, like it'd cause me to sweat. You know what I mean? Because there are ways that you can do. You're basically throwing yourself out there and going, "Hey, look how dumb I am. I am a dumbass. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just don't. I have no clue. Okay, I'm just completely clueless, and I'm playing in front of all of you guys. You know, I mean, it's kind of a weird thing. Emotions running high. The clueless leader, I know, right? And then you have people like Ian that like to that love it when that happens. You know, that's like, oh, cool. There's someone more clueless than me. Isn't that right, Ian? How much longer do we have for this shit? 4 weeks. 4 weeks and 4 days left. Good thing I'm playing on easy mode. Half my city would be dead at this point. I mean, look at this thing. What the fuck is that? Some sort of shadow walking around. Three weeks. We're moving. I'm not going to go too fast because I don't want like half my city to die on me. What is this right here? I wonder, should we start to ice break again? Yeah, we'll frost break. Oh, see, we're all the way down to here. Do all that area. Let's spend all our money. I enjoy kicking a man when he's down. Well, how about the Project Zomboid thing, man? That is actually my game, and I like completely. I've been like having off weeks here lately. It's really weird. KBK can tell you. I'll go for I'll have a spell where I'm just sucking at it. I don't know if it's mental or, if the gods are just not in my favor or something. I just sped it up. I didn't mean to do that. It's almost there. 1 week. Come on, baby. Three days. 2 days. You always die in Zombo. Thanks, Ian. All right, so what do I need to do? Construct the newly researched building in the extraction. So there should be one right here, right? Wait a minute. Where is the newly researched building? Maybe here? Extraction. Ah. Looks like it's giving me a spot. There we go. Maybe not. Do I stick it right here? It's under construction. Okay, got it. What's up, electrical resistance? I thought the whole point of Zombo was to die and start over. That's probably what it is. And ironically, it's better for me to die constantly than for me to stay alive for a long time. I mean, you have to stay alive for a long time, like 6 months to a year for that to have any kind of relevance as far as viewership. But everybody, because everybody else dies so early, so quickly, they all want to see how you do it. You know what I mean? How you don't die. So they watch it the first couple streams or episodes or whatever, and then after about 2 or 3 episodes, they're like, yeah, okay, I got it, and then they move on, right? But then what you do is you die, and then you start with a new one up, and then you have a whole group of new people or people that were like, oh, I want to see the beginning of this all over again. With a new mine, we have enough coal output to last us a while, yet differences between communities remain even under the previous leaders. Plans have existed to establish a council to settle such differences. More pressing problems have also always delayed them. The time has come, steward. The people want a say in how the city is run. We need a council. All right, build a council hall in the central district. Okay, so I got to come over here, I guess. That's the central district, right? There we go, right there. Hear ye, hear ye. Come on out, enact a new law through a successful vote in the council. Now this is starting to feel more like Frostpunk. Drunk survive to. I just make things harder when it's easy. Like for instance, and I tried new things. You know, I mean, who would have ever thought a sniper was going to end my run so quick? One of these days, Ian, I'll show you. All right, the council gathers for the first time. We can vote on new laws. Cool. Are they voting? People cheer as the gates of the council open. It feels like a piece of the world lost to the frost has been regained. The people are hopeful to have their voices heard. While the machinists and foragers clash about our survival strategy, neither has a firm stance on economic and social issues. However, many in their ranks do, though they keep to the shadows for now. To pass any law in the council, you'll need the majority of delegates to support it. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, look, it's kind of like a fancy smancy Roman forum. People of the city sent 100 delegates to represent them. Your role as steward is to propose new laws that will be put to a vote. However, communities have different outlooks on many things. You may have to negotiate or pressure them to get enough support. Okay. Click on the council member to view their profile. They believe adaptation is key, and growing reliant on technological gimmicks invites disaster. Machines tend to break down as soon as conditions deteriorates. Human spirit is a lot more enduring. So therefore the humans and the machinists. These people are descendants of groups that built the initial cities and maintained their machinery. They faced the great frost huddled around the generator and believe that this technological marvel is why they are alive at all today. This belief shapes them. When there is a problem, they would seek a way to resolve it through automation, by devising machines to do the work or exploit available resources to ensure good safety margins. To them, technological process is always okay. So we got that. Are there any other ones? There's foragers. There's machinists. Got 49% and 51%. Cool, so we can actually set stuff up. Basic necessities are customarily provided without compensation. Let's see. Enforces no common rules, but we can do paid essentials. To foster responsibility and reward work, citizens will be charged a small fee in exchange for essentials. That sounds fair. Allow productive outsiders. We'll only let in outsiders who will contribute to the city's economy and turn away the unproductive. Population growth is marginally increased. Heat stamps income is marginally increased as well. Contagion prevention. Contagious people will be placed in quarantine. Okay. Community service. Supported by the foragers. People are divided. Everyone must aid expeditions by helping them prepare for their journeys. A small step towards adaptation. Here's a small step towards progress. Everyone must support the extraction work in an effort to gain more resources for the city. Everyone must volunteer their time outside of work as needed unless they purchase an exemption from the city. Everyone must inspect the heat pipes in their things. That's equality. But how do we set these up? Oh shit, did I just propose? Bodies must be buried untouched after the traditional funeral to show proper respect to the departed. So 420 or 80 are hesitant. We're gonna vote. We need 50.
The proposed law has been approved.
Very nice. We got ceremonial funerals. I didn't mean to do it, but hey, you know what? That sounds great. The new law has been agreed on. Good. These are challenges ahead. There are challenges ahead. Improving coal extraction is success, but the vein will only last so long. We need to explore the Frostland for a permanent source of fuel. That's the first step in our colonization effort. If we don't take it, the city will have no future at all. This concludes the onboarding task in this preview. Remember, you can always consult the tutorial. All right, cool. Let's see, establish a food colony, establish a fuel colony. So we need a food colony, which we can actually do maybe right here. I'm gonna guess. This is where Drunk declares. This is where Drunk gets fired. It could be. That could have happened. But we need a food district as well, right? There's a housing district, a food district right here. Guess I need to wait. A food colony. What is the difference? Is that a hub, maybe? I'm gonna stick it right here. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's when you just stick it in, it's okay. Stick it in, stick it in. Okay. Let's do another law. That was fun. Oh, I guess I can't do it. I can do one law every 5 weeks. Fair enough. What is a food colony? What's the difference between a colony and a district? Oh, it's right here. Got it. And I guess my fuel colony will be right here. I'm assuming that's going to be something in a materials colony. What's going on here? Sue Miller, 12, a street urchin looking for trouble. Cindy's pa went on and got her a governess. Now she's going to be a duchess or something. Not on our watch. We roughed up the little bitch all right. Ferguson's boys will learn this too if they try and wife us again tonight. We'll pull razors and say we'll cut out their eyes. It'll be good fun. But what we want is a proper rumble. Pro blades only. Come on, who wants to play? Lack of law regulating childhood is causing tension to rise throughout the city. So this little person doesn't want to like... well, we're not gonna worry about that. What do I care? We're gonna worry about food and all the other stuff. Yeah, I would think so too. But I would say
an automaton has broken down and is blocking traffic. Technicians are on their way.
There's traffic? Oh, we're all technologically inclined. Let's see if this will establish a food colony for us. Building districts have their requirements represented by resources, workforce, or both. If those are not fulfilled, the district will cease to function and become disabled. On the other hand, they also have their demand. The amount contributes to your overall demand in the city, meaning that if it's not fulfilled, it will increase, blah, blah, blah. All right, turn this into a 5x game, man. See, we can expand out into here. Just like that. Now, we probably also need our research is idle. We need coal mines. We have geothermal plants, worker shifts. What happens here? Machine adjusted shifts. False filtration tower. Structures that circulates the ambient air through natural moss that absorbs and filters impurities. What else do we got? Oh, we got the economy too, right? Doesn't look like there's much of anything there. Only natural foraged items may be added to food. This is for the foragers. We could add marginally increase, food per capita slightly increase. Let's go ahead and go with this right here. Propose that. 43 are having, 20 are against, 37 are for. We negotiate that? Let's vote. Come on, baby. All we need is 14. Beautiful.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Not yet, Diamond. Not yet. Let's go back here. Geothermal plants. What is this? No, but not available from the preview. So we could do not available. Okay, so we can do coal mines. What else do we need to do here? We got a dust already researched. So I guess we can't really do anything with that. Worker shifts. Hothouses. Organic waste ferments in large vats, fertilizing revolving shelves of crop. So we have 80 food output. Disease is slightly increased. We go with the machinist. They want a chemical one. Squalor. So with the machinist they get squalor, and the foragers get it whatever. Let's develop that idea. We also need a frost break. Guess we can move over here. And try to frost break this area till we get to this way station. Mandalore is out in 10 days. I cannot wait for it. It looks out excellent. I've seen that too. I might end up playing that as well, Ian. I did play the preview of that, and it was like just. I've heard that he's fixed the optimization on that. When I first played it, I mean, it made this room when the door was closed like 150 degrees. It was so hot. Going on here. Our initial stockpiles of materials have run out. Our current output will satisfy some of the demand, but problems will mount over time. We must expand our districts or establish new ones to provide more supply. Okay. We out of it looks like we have fine. It's this and this, but we have our deposit. We have 476 weeks left. Unmet demands. Weird. Yeah, that's what I heard, Ian. But yeah, I'll probably end up playing that as well. We'll see. It's coming out pretty soon. I got that. I got Prison Architect that I want to take a look at. That's coming up, although that's a Paradox game, and they really shit the bed with City Skylines 2. Very, very disappointed with that. Even their DLC, their first DLC was just complete trash. So many games, so little drunk. Well, I mean, you know, like the games that I'm looking at, right? I mean, so the new games, these are probably one-offs, right? This will probably be a one-off until it comes out. I might do the story mode, like, you know, when it comes out, like, I guess that would be like the third week of July or something. But I just wanted to take a look at it and see, like, what the gameplay was like and things like that. But this game, Prison Architect, my main games are going to be obviously Zomboid. I really like RimWorld, so I'll continue on with that. KBK was talking about maybe us doing a Fallout 4 again, because I played Fallout 4 for months at a time, and I stopped. Returning from the city approach trail, profitable day. First couple were all rags and bones, useless, but then there was this woman with real ruby earrings. Ought to cover the arrival fee, I said. The wife will love those. Next was a bunch of strong fellas. I sent them straight to Elaine's place. She'll wring them dry before I get home. The lack of law regulating outsiders is decreasing population growth. We're gonna have to control that. I should be able to make another law, right? Another settlement needs your help. Where are you seeing that? Now, I am intentionally going slow on this because I want to, like, see what... what is going to come of it. Let's go ahead and also frost break some more areas here. I'm not exactly. I don't quite understand what a colony is. I know Dragonus. You were saying that it looks like it's. Like it's looking like it would be a colony would be outside of the thing, but there's nothing outside of the of our purview right now. My wife. Yeah, you expect it to be off map. So maybe that's what we need to do is come over here and get to the old way station. Seems like that's the only way to do it. I mean, we're good on shelter. Our food surplus is decent. Materials are scarce. Is that because of this? I went up too fast? Got more, some iron over on this side. And another way station. Frozen forest here. Don't need a... Maybe I can do... See, construct a building. Districts. $600 workforce. How many... What do we have here? $2,200. So we have plenty. We have 600 in extraction, 600 in food, and 400 housing district. 60% of the population. Maybe we should do... new building. We can add another proposal, I guess. We'll do survival. Food additives, the chemical additives, goods. Let's see what it says. In order to overcome scarcity, we'll organize our production lines to increase goods productions. We probably want to do outsiders. We're going to only allow productive outsiders. $80 are hesitant, but 20 are for it. What if we negotiate? What happens? They're all hesitant. No, we're not going to negotiate. We're just going to go ahead and do it. Let's vote.
The proposed law has been approved.
Oh, I see. They'll take care of that one schmo guy that was like, yeah, well, you know, I'm so glad to be able to like rip ruby earrings off of women and steal people's shit. I don't really understand why the district isn't working. I love watching her play RimWorld, especially the few times he gives me a pawn, so I can see how I suffer being dying or getting eaten. Well, we're gonna do it tomorrow again. We're gonna go. This time we were doing tribal, but this time we'll just do like a regular RimWorld start, so we can actually like have like we can see what happens with like the what do you call it? The new DLC. We can research more stuff here. Advanced hothouses. What do those do? What else do we have here? What is geothermal plants? What is that all about? Oh, it's not available. Oh, wait a minute. We got more stuff over here. Sawmills, advanced coal mines. What is this right here? Man, the machinist, every time we decide to do something with it, it's always about squalor. That's what we need. If we do the machinist, we have 200 materials output. They output more stuff, and they require less requirements, but squalor significantly increased in 60 heat demand. Well, this is 20 heat demand. We're going to develop this idea. I want to know why this game requires an SSD. I don't know. The anomaly stuff doesn't look very fun. Seems unnecessarily difficult. One of the things, Wolf, what I've noticed is, so we busted through one of the ancient dangers, and it had like some anomalies type stuff. One of the things I noticed is that it's always going to be like there's always going to be something to try to get you to do stuff. You know, like, I mean, like you're always going to be fighting an uphill battle with it. I wish that it was a little bit more balanced, and maybe it will be, between like what it was, which was like, you know, colonies invading you and things like that. But it seemed like I didn't get much of any kind of colonies invading me. It seemed like it was all like anomaly stuff. And you know, that might be because Tynan's trying to like, you know, like educate you on like all the different possibilities, I suppose, you know. All right, so we need a biodrum warehouse. Can we stick it someplace right here, maybe? I don't know what our heat stamps are. Maybe I need to expand out. And then we can add a hothouse over here. Yeah, it appears that the anomaly DLC has its events occur significantly more than the vanilla ones or other DLCs. Yeah, and not only is it like is that somewhat significant, but it's also it also means that there isn't near as much stuff happening as far as like the regular stuff. Now, I figured there'll be a, I figured that there'll be, there's going to be some other thing that happens, right? Like there'll be some sort of mod that will like regulate that to where you can go, where it can, sometimes it will happen and sometimes it will happen the regular way, you know? Stuart, a new count has revealed significant growth in our population in recent weeks. Some attribute the rise to an influx of settlers from the Frostland, others to births outnumbering deaths. Whatever the cause, we've adjusted the calculations the cities need to reflect those numbers. Okay, and what's this right here? Burial children. Of course. Stuart, 5 children are dead and dozens lay wounded after 2 large youth gangs met for what they called a rumble. Look at the little kids, the little brats. That's a face only a mother could love, huh? That one too. Look at that. They're looking like they're friggin' like juvenile delinquents. As the parents of the deceased mourn, many insist these children should not be left unattended. Indeed, many backstreet alleys seem to be overtaken by uncared for youth. Let's solve this problem. Death to all children. Pass any law in the child category. Okay, let's do it. Where are my laws? Oh, they're in recess. Son of a bitch. Can I not put this here? There's a food depot. We should be able to do more, right? Requires a food district. Ah, I got it. Our food district is right here. There we go. Perfect. A mod here, a mod there. RimWorld is one of the few games where it seems that you have to, as if you have to use mods to make it enjoyable. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking that way. No, it's. I don't think the RimWorld's DLCs are lame. No, I don't. Uh-oh, here's crime. Crime increases with your population. More people means more troublemakers. Lack of goods also intensifies the problem. Impoverished people will commit acts of crime out of desperation. Well, we're about to like nick the whole kid thing in a bud here. Hope we can do things like set them up, like put them in like a friggin' cage up above the so all the other kiddies can see what happens when they're bad. I got 5 more weeks. I don't know what a materials colony is, though. And I bet you I need a sawmill. That's the reason for this. You know, they did away with a lot of the royalty demands for titles as long as they don't have certain negative traits. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily I don't really agree with you, Wolf. I think that the mods are what makes RimWorld for the most part. But I don't think that it's. I think once you've played it for a long time is the reason why you want the mods. It's kind of like Project Zomboid, right? You can play Project Zomboid vanilla, and it's fine. But I mean, honestly, if you like have like a if you've been playing, if you have a lot of hours in it, although sometimes I got to tell you, sometimes it's really nice to go back to vanilla because of how what's going on here. Crime is notable. Disease is minor. Squalor is minor. Hunger is absent. Cold is absent. So we're fine. I was disappointed royalty was not complete. I did not understand why we could not become emperor or ransom captured royals. I haven't messed around with that. Jawad, what's happening? Another city planner. Well, no, this is Painter. This is called Frostpunk 2, and it's okay. I have other city painters that I like more, or as you like to say, city painter. And I'm going extra slow because I'm just trying to figure out what else going on. The problem, though, is that especially when RimWorld is concerned, you can't go looking for answers about anything without answers always boiling down to there's a mod for X. I think that's the same thing with Project Zomboid too, though. You know, I mean, can't tell you if I had a nickel for every time somebody asked me about something that Project Zomboid didn't have, and I was like, yeah, you can try this mod. You know, I mean, literally there are mods. Just some communities just do some games just do better. William Hoff, 37 a Hunter. A new voice, Ashbloods. I doubted this world will still reward competence. And of course, it's crashed. Well, isn't that some shit? Let's see if we can restart it. If we'll restart there. If it's gonna be like an automatic save or not. No, it's not. You can figure out how to do things without someone suggesting a mod. Sure, PZ community has that, but it's nowhere near as bad. What do you mean? In real life, crime drives poverty, making innocent people poor, and then those people are the ones stealing food. But they are usually poor because the companies have their areas due to crime. Leave their areas due to crime. Well, I mean, it's kind of a weird. You're right. Electrical existence to a certain degree. I can agree with that. I think the problem is that, okay, so like crime and poverty and all that stuff kind of, like, I live in Memphis, so our city is just fucked, right? I mean, I think we're like we're definitely the worst city in our state, but I think we're like one of the top 5 worst cities like right now. It's a poor city, and the issue. Let's see if we can load it. There's an autosave. Let's see if this will work. The problem is that when you have crime, okay, so grocery store whatever goes in and decides to build in a poor area. Yeah, we didn't save far enough, and they build in a poor area, and then the poor area, because they. And the area is crime ridden, right? Well, they end up like having problems with theft, right? And to the degree where the business that's there cannot afford to stay there, so they leave, and it leaves the community, the good people that are in the community that are just poor, in a really bad spot, because suddenly they have food deserts, right? Where they have to like go to like Exxons and Texacos and Stop and Goes and whatever, quick trips, whatever the fast place is, and spend almost all their money on food that's not very good for them, you know. And I think that it goes all the way across the board. I mean, if you're somebody that owns something, you want the crime to be contained. And Memphis is a prime example of that. There are areas in Memphis where there's just no grocery stores because there's not an entrepreneur or like a company that wants to put the money into it, because they don't think they're going to get anything out of it. So there has to be like a balancing act, right? It's a city planner like City Skylines, kind of, sort of, not really. All right, let's we definitely want to build a food source. I think this is it right here, right? It's our food district. We need a building for that. Let's go ahead and let's propose something on society, maybe. Childhood. Let's see. Family apprentice. All children must work alongside one of their relatives so that they can learn the trade and continue the family tradition. Percentage of active workers is slightly increased, or mandatory school. We're going to propose that. There are 80 that are hesitant, but 20 that are for. Let's go ahead and vote for it. I'm not going to worry about like I imagine this will be fine. Well, I mean, this one isn't going to be come out to July anyway, so They're just. I'm sure if they're watching me, they're like, "Oh my God, we got a lot of work to do because this guy is an idiot, and we got to make sure that idiots can play this game too because there are a lot more idiots in this world than there are smart people." Send them down the mines. We're sending them to school. You're going to school, baby. You know, I was thinking this is frozen forest here, frozen forest. I thought we had another spot over here someplace, right? There's the old way station. There's another one right here. We're gonna move this way. And our research is idle, so we can go with maybe sawmills. And we're gonna stick with that right there. That works, and then frost break. We're gonna go ahead and frost break some of this area here. There we go. Also need a food source too, but we just went ahead and just did this council as well. The issue with Memphis is a demographic that seems to commit the most crime. Memphis used to be a beautiful city. It still is a beautiful city. I love Memphis. I really do, but the demographic seems to commit the most crime. It's a very small percentage of people that are doing it. What happened, what exasperated Memphis was the fact that COVID happened, and at the time our mayor decided not to do anything because, you know, there was the whole thing with the defund police and stuff, right? So the mayor, rather than like, he basically bowed out, and he told police officers, and I've talked to police officers about this. He told them that basically they were not allowed to stop cars. They were not allowed to pretty much do anything. So people would in Memphis, what they would amount to was like people would like do donuts in the middle of a intersection with a cop right there, and there was absolutely nothing they could do. And I think what happened was the small percentage of people that commit crimes, it grew because people were like, well, if they can do it, what the fuck? Why can't I do it? You know what I mean? If I can walk into a store and take something and there's no repercussions for it, I mean, maybe other than me being an immoral piece of shit, then why not? You know what I mean? And so like that, I think that's what kind of happened, and now they're trying to right it. You know what I mean? They're trying to figure out a way. They're trying to figure out a way that's, you know, 1,586 people more live among us. What's going on here? A profitable day. Oh yeah, that's a jackass. That kind of donut crap is happening a lot here in Indianapolis too. There have been major problems that's required a curfew to be made. Yeah, we've been having like issues. So the people that want something to happen, like most people, I mean, I want to believe that most people are decent. I want to believe that most people are gonna do the right thing. You know? Food's going down though. We have way too many people and not enough food. We probably should have done research for a hot house or something. When this comes up, we'll change it to a hot house. It's like a TikTok thing or something, yeah. I mean, I would like to believe that people in general are good people. You know what I mean? In general, most people they just want to live their lives. They don't want to fuck with anybody, but they don't want anybody to fuck with them, and that's the majority of people. But yeah, Memphis had some issues for sure. All right, so I don't think we need. Yeah, we still have 9. We could actually expand out our housing. Is this right here? Dense? Yeah, we'll go ahead and expand this out. Make this a little bit bigger over on this side. We probably need another food hub, but I don't think we have any food. One of the changes that they made is you no longer have hunters and foragers, which is kind of weird. Okay, so this once we get to the, can we get here? Yeah, we can't get there just yet. I wonder if I can like let's do another law. Food output per capita is slightly increased. Food production efficiency is slightly increased. We're going to stick with these guys. 42 are hesitant, 32 are 4. It looks like we're going to pass this without a problem, so.
The proposed law has been approved.
Cross break all this, so that way maybe we can get this done. Is that the dude from Tron? I know it sounds like him, doesn't it? So once this is done, I'm going to see if I can actually do an industrial thing right here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to because it's so far away. It used to be you could like actually just build a road all the way down and like add stuff, but it didn't look like it's going to allow that to happen. Ah, we got an untreated wood sawmill now. That's nice. Thought I'd be able to put it in here, but I guess not. Then the industrial. And we'll get hot houses going too. Who cares about disease? It looks like we got another thing. The outsiders, no common rules. Stewart, it seems that some of our citizens are profiting from outsiders trying to get into the city. We caught smugglers with a freezing and disoriented group of people. When warm, fed, and questioned, they spoke of the grim reputation of our city as among the survivors in the area. It's the only generator there is, but we've heard stories of what some of the guides do to people trying to get them. We'll set the rules for entry. Dismiss the problem. We'll set the rules. We can actually do that right now because council's in progress. Right? Maybe not. Weird. I need more goods. I don't know how to do that, but I have figured out all the other stuff. Ah, Christ. It's just started getting colder again. Frost break this. I think I can do something here. It looks like I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to move it. Feels bad. It's a bit of a TLDR game. You talking about this game? We have no. I mean, I don't really. Yeah, I don't really understand how to build. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's industrial. Maybe. Even though I think we've already built something like this, haven't we? We'll see what happens. The rabbit took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket. How come no one shanked him and took it, eh? Are rabbits even real? Gotta ask, miss. Reading's hard, but it's fun. You rarely get cut. Mabel whines. It don't help scouts in the Frostland. And how do they read them maps is what I answered that tosser. One day I'll write books myself with plenty of sword fights and so no snow. And no snow. Mandatory school promises a better future for the children of the city. And not running around acting like buffoons. And I'm hoping that this will work, maybe. I have an empty building slot, so I should be able... Let's see if I can maybe add something here. Really weird that I can't add anything here. I'm just trying to get up to this part right here. That's the old way station. I'm gonna stick it in here. Stick it in, stick it in. Oh, no, it's over here. That's right. Do that right there. Let's check out and see what these guys are saying. So with hunger becoming a pressing concern, you must find practical solutions to address the growing food shortage and ensure our people are fed. How is it? Food's starting to go up now. Now that we were able to add some stuff to the food, some food additives, you know. I can see a few people having an issue with this game. Save your game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for some reason this district's not working, and I don't know, you know, it didn't really tell you what the industrial district does. I assume it's to do things like iron ore, maybe. Let's expand this out. What's up, Mark Norton? How you doing? I haven't decided whether I like this game or not, Mark Norton. When at first it took me like 30 minutes to deal with stuff. So people are increasingly arguing over the curriculum taught in school. Some think we should reduce theoretical knowledge and provide more survival training. We fill in these kids' heads with numbers and useless junk. Let's concentrate on the science, baby. Let's keep a balanced education, actually. Our children should have basic knowledge in both survival and science. Relations marginally worsen. So I don't want to make the machinists happy or the foragers happy. We're going to make the foragers happy. Yeah, but whatever. It's because my... Oh, wait a minute. I could do that. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Economy. Outsiders. Only protective outsiders. You're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay if you want. 80 are hesitant. 20 are for it. We're gonna just... We were like 6 for 6 so far. Might as well go ahead and do this.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same charm. I doubted this would we could sustain ourselves off this harsh land, yet our hero bellies are filled from foraging. Maybe now we can make the city better. Ice bloods form in support of foraged additives. Oh, very nice. They're happy with us, in other words. They're the new regime, same as the old regime. $499 foragers have organized into a faction. They're hell yeah. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So we originally had machinists and foragers. Now we have ice bloods who are like, yeah, we want to take over. We want everybody. We're Rambo. We're Rambo in the tundra. But we do have a lot of problems here right now. Iceblood rallies build support. Steward, the Icebloods have started gathering for rallies supporting your rules, showing off frostbite scars and almost human resistance to cold. They enthrall passersby with feats of strength and endurance. One of them stripped half naked and wrestled a bear with bare hands. Cold and hard as steel, a man like that could survive anything, said an onlooker. What could we become if we cast away superficial gizmos and rely on our inner strength? The Icebloods proclaim several things they believe will improve the city even further. You want to support them? Promise to research dutiful youth. What is that? We'll move toward a society built upon tradition. Promise to research unproductive due maintenance. We could promise to research weather-adjusted shifts as well. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll promise whatever. You want it, you got it. If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. Look at Iceblood's members leaving the Institute. They keep looking at my hands. Every day they come and pester me about my work. What are you doing right now? Can we push the other research along? Why are you halting the drafting of the law we discussed yesterday? They want to influence what we do. Icebloods. Icebloods want to steer the city closer to their ideals. Of course. That's the way all stuff works. Can we now get to our industrial stuff? What's going on here? Oh, there's the other faction. That's kind of neat. I bet you it makes it a lot harder, though. In order to overcome scarcity, we will organize our production lines to increase goods productions. Let's go ahead and propose that. That's machinist, and that's going to be towards progress and towards adaptation. Yeah, we'll propose that. 40 people are for, 20 people are against, and 40 are hesitant. We're gonna pass this with no problem at all. It's kind of the same, Mark Norton. It's
The delegates have spoken.
I don't know if I like it. I like this in the early incarnation of Icepunk 2 as much as I like the other stuff, like the first one. What is this right here? Goods and factories. We got woodworks, advanced coal mines. Maybe we should do that, huh? Wow, look at this machinist. It's because we've been pushing so hard towards foragers. It's gotten a lot more tricky. Raw log. Oh, I was supposed to do extraction. I got it. There we go. And now we finally have gotten this, and I should have done an extraction right here. But we can do extraction over on this side too. Well, I guess I need to cross break this shit. Beautiful. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you, Vaco. I appreciate it. Frostpunk was pretty straightforward. This doesn't seem to be as easy to understand. It's not. It's not. Yeah, that's, well, Dragoness is probably because of how I'm playing it. You know what I mean? Because I don't really understand it. That's like the biggest problem is I'm not real like keen on understanding how this works. There we go. Once this gets built, we can actually go out, I think. As the coal problem in our community continues to worsen, we must take action to protect our citizens. These harsh conditions, people need a roof over their heads and enough blah, blah, blah. Let's see, how is our... Cool, so now we can like actually scour. The city has changed. We started a family here. We bore children. We toiled against the hardships like everybody else. But now these ice bloods, they walk around telling people what to do, what to think. What they spout, though, is utter folly against anything that made us. We will not have it. The fate of our children is at stake. We will chart the path for our city. Technocrats have formed in opposition of the ice blood. So we got 4 people now. Wow. Yeah, let's go ahead and launch that expedition. "15 weeks. In the city." What's going on here? Stewart, the technocrats have been growing skeptical towards the direction you lead the city in. Now they decided to protest, blocking all activity. They demand you repeal the allow productive outsiders. No, I'm not going to. You can kiss my ass. What is this over here? Yeah, squalors, we're having problems. Yeah. These must be where the technocrats are. Stewart, if you don't want to negotiate with the protesting faction, guards can disperse them. However, if you improve relations, the protests will also cease. To this end, we can fund their projects to appease them. Granting them agenda is a fair way to give them a chance to... Okay, let's do it. Let's see what we do. Research. We can go to the technocrats here and fund their projects. Good deal. How's my my housing? I have 14 housing in housing, so we're fine on there. I want to get over here so we can actually do stuff. What's going on over here again? We just don't have any materials, but it's probably because we haven't done any of this right here. Let's we can do a new law. Let's see what we have. Everyone must support the extraction work in an effort to gain more resources for the city. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. That'll make them happy. 40 are for it, 26 are against it, and 34 are hesitant. Let's go ahead and vote. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. What's up, man devil? There we go. That should make them a little bit happier. But I do need to get some I want that right there. There we go, for extraction. Because we need, apparently my materials, I've been kind of like fucking off with the materials. But we got logistics now. We should be able to like get that stuff going. And it's saving forever at this point. And I need to find a permanent source of fuel outside the city as well. This is the Frostland right here. Well, this is us right here. We're going to the plains. We could actually do frozen desert or mountains, which let's see what the mountains are. Possible findings will be cores, frozen desert. It's food. We've already been there. Plains will be materials. Underground resource like oil or gas right here. But we can't really do anything until we get around there. Your town looks like Memphis in winter. Trust me, it does not look like Memphis in winter. Memphis in winter is like we had like this year we had a total of like, as far as like cold, maybe a week. Now look, we quelled that protest by giving them what they want. The Ice Bloods aren't happy about it though. See, I'm just wondering what the industrial does. Oh, I don't have enough, do I? I reckon this will get delayed. They only have 3 months. Well, I mean, part of it, Ian, it might just be, a lot of this might be me, you know, but it is starting to save funny and stuff. They got a week with this, so there could be more to it. And a lot of this is just me learning the game. It's in like permanent saving. No, I don't think you can. Well, you might be able to later on, but not right now. It looks like the gist of it. Well, there is a balloon right there. It's looking like the gist of it is you have like all of this colonized the Frostland. So we got food right here. We can set up an outpost. We'll go ahead and harvest that. That's 59 weeks and 5 days. We can probably go to the mountains. Let's see, that's food. Food and tools. And that's food. Unsafe area. Coal. Not enough resources, though. What's going on here? Stewart, a large group of people have set up camp outside the city by one of our checkpoints. They claim to be relatives, outsiders we let in. My daughter's alone in here. Relax the law to keep the families together. Yeah, we'll relax the law a little bit. We'll allow these outsiders in. Don't want to like separate family. I mean, that just seems kind of dumb. It's gonna take 18 weeks to chart that. Yeah, it seems like with the last game, you know, you had a lot of like mini things that were going on. But in this time it's not the same. Yeah, I get it. What's going on here? The building's not working. Can we repair? Hope that worked. Oh, y'all, I think I'm done here. We've seen all that we've seen. Wow, look at this. We've lost. We went from like having our workforce is 251. Oh, wait a minute. Available. We have 4,900 employed. Okay, never mind. 57% of the population is employed. That's fine. I guess most of them are sick or kids running around doing stuff. Yeah, so this is Frostpunk 2. It's available if you want to buy like their deluxe, which is going to include 2 DLCs and stuff. You could actually play this today if you wanted to. It's available for next week. And then they're going to have a story mode that's going to be a week before it launches, which we'll probably play with that too. I don't know if I'm going to revisit this week. I think that I've had enough of it's okay. For a city builder game. I'm not real sure about it, but it's only because it's an alpha. It's going to get better. I know it is. I mean, there's a lot of like, believe it or not, there are a lot of people that have been looking forward to this game. So I'm hoping that they're not going to screw the pooch on this. Thanks for the stream. Hey, Honey Banani, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Always good to catch you, brother. You take care of yourself, drunk. You too, chat, and much love all. Hey, you guys have a great one. Tomorrow we'll be playing Realm World Anomaly, and then on Wednesday we'll start a new Project Zomboid a session, or try to. Maybe we can actually do something with it. I'm gonna go pick up my daughter. Y'all have a great Monday, and I'll see you on the Flizzai. Faux shizzle.